Welcome to the next lesson, creating promotional codes. And in this lesson, we're going to cover what are promotions, how much discount you should be prepared to give, and setting up promotional codes ready for launch. There are 4 types of promotions you can set up. The first is a social media promo code, the second is free shipping, the third is percentage off, and the fourth is buy one get one. During launch, we're going to use percentage off, and we will distribute these codes to our subscriber list in ManyChat. So when it comes to using the percentage off promotion, during launch our objective is sales velocity. People do not yet know your brand or have any social proof to trust that your product is good, and discounting your product using a percentage off promotion code will incentivize people to purchase it. Orders that use a promotional code are not as impactful as full price purchases, but still have a positive influence on rank for target keywords. The amount you need to discount differs from category and product type. We advise starting with 50, 60 and 70% off promotion codes, but no more than 70%, as Amazon can be sensitive to this. Reduce the discount value and test how many people use the codes to find an effective discount value that still generates promotional sales. You can use a Wheel of Fortune style campaign, as we will later in this module, to vary the discount values. Continue to distribute your percentage off promotional codes daily to achieve your target daily sales. And we will use single-use codes, which means the code can only be used once. We will also limit the maximum order quantity on the product to protect our inventory. Some launches will take longer than others, and don't take your foot off the gas too early. Remembering consistency is key. So let's go to Amazon Seller Central to set up our percentage off promotional codes. Okay, so I'm inside of the Amazon Seller Central account, and from here I want to go to Advertising, Manage Promotions. Then select Create under Percentage Off. So next to Buyer Purchases, we want to set at least this quantity of items, and we'll set that to 1. And next to Purchase Items, and because this is the first time we're setting up promotional codes for this product, we need to create a new product selection. I'm going to select ASIN List and click Create Product Selection, and I'm going to call this Anti-Aging Men's Face Cream. So I want to keep this as specific as possible, as in future I may release a different face cream, and this is my anti-aging men's face cream. My internal description will be the same, and then I'm going to jump over to Inventory, Manage Inventory, and then copy the ASIN for the product, and paste it into the ASIN list and click Submit. And then under Purchased Items, click Select Another, scroll down and you should see that new product selection you've just created, and today's date. So I'm going to click the radio button next to that and click OK. And that will select that product for this percentage off promotion. Whilst you could select entire catalogue, as you most likely only have one product within your account right now, moving forward, as you add more products to your range, you're going to want to create individual selections to ensure that your percentage off promotion codes apply to your specific products. The buyer is going to get, in this instance, 70% off, as we're going to need to set up 70%, 60%, and 50% off promotion codes. It applies to the purchased items, and you can leave the tiers as they are. I want this to start today, and you will see that typically it takes around 4 hours for Amazon's system to set up these promotional codes and make them active. So ensure that you think with this and ensure that you've created your promotion codes before coming to use them within ManyChat. So the end date will deactivate these promotion codes at a specified time. If this was a promotion where maybe I was giving 10% off for purchasing 2 items, I may set this to a year in the future. But as this is a heavy discount of 70% and only going to be used during my launch, I'm going to set this for 4 weeks' time. For my internal description, I want to ensure that I'm as descriptive as possible so I can identify the promotion in the future. Men's Face Cream launch, November 2019, 70% off. I'll then copy and paste this into my tracking ID, as this is what will be used to identify whether a promotional code has been used or not within the reporting of Amazon. And we will use this later in the program. I want to select single use, which means that each code can only be used one time, and there is 1 redemption per customer, meaning the customer can only use that code once. The code should be set as preferential, meaning it can't be used with any other code, so they can't stack promotional codes. And then under customized messaging, it's very, very important that you do not tick detail page display text. If you do check this box, it will show the discount on your product listing for every single person that visits your listing. From here, I'm going to click review, and then I'm just going to check over the settings to ensure I've set this up correctly. So the buyer purchases at least this quantity of items, 1. The purchased items is my anti-aging men's face cream. The buyer gets 70% off, and it applies to that purchase item. It's going to start today at the closest time, and it's going to finish about 4 weeks from now. My internal description is men's face cream launch November 2019, 70% off. And I've set that as my tracking ID, which is how I will identify if this code has been used or not by customers in Amazon's reporting. It's a single-use claim code required. It's 1 redemption per customer. It's preferential, which means it can't be used in conjunction with any other promotion codes. So from here, I'm going to click Submit. I then want to click Manage Your Promotions and select the status to Pending. And as I said, it will take Amazon a few hours before that code becomes active and works within the checkout. So if we select Pending, you can see my internal tracking ID, men's face cream launch November 2019, 70% off, and the time in which that's going to be active, which is about 4 hours from now. So here I want to click View, and then I want to click on Manage Claim Codes. My group name should be something descriptive that lets you know when you generated these codes. So I'm going to put launch and then today's date, and the quantity I'm going to create right now is 100. So I'm going to enter 100 and click Create. Amazon will then generate 100 single-use coupon codes that will give the customer 70% off my product. From here, I want to click Download and then open that file, which will be in the form of a text document. And as you can see, Amazon's created 100 individual single-use promotion codes that will give my customer 70% off my face cream during checkout. Next, I want to select all of these codes by using Command or Control A on my keyboard, and then copy them into my clipboard, which is Command or Control C on your keyboard. From here, I want to create a new Google Sheet within my Google Drive. And as you can see, I've called this my brand name, Stay Sharp, men's face cream, which is the product name, and then launch promotion codes. And on the first sheet, I'm going to enter 70%, as these are my 70% off promotion codes. Before I paste in the codes into this Google Sheet, there are 2 cells that I must complete to set up this sheet to work with ManyChat in the future. The first cell is A1, and I must enter in capitals ID. And the second is cell B1 with the words coupon code with capital C's. I then want to paste in my promotional codes that I've just generated. And before I finish, in cell A2, I want to enter the number 1. In cell A3, I want to enter the number 2. In cell A4, I want to enter the number 3. And then I'm going to select A1, keep the mouse clicked, and then drag down to A4, let go of the mouse click, and then hover over this square in the corner to produce the plus icon. And from here, I want to click and hold, and then drag all the way down to cell A101, let go of my click, and as you can see, that has applied an incrementing number against each one of my coupon codes. It's really important you set it up in this exact format so that in the future, ManyChat can read this Google Sheet and pull through these promotion codes into our ManyChat flows. I then need to repeat this process for my 60% and my 50% off promotion codes. So to do that, we'll go back into Seller Central and complete the same steps, but instead of giving 70%, we'll give 60%, and then we'll give 50%, and then come back into Google Sheet and create 2 additional sheets. So 1, 2, rename this one as 60%, rename this one as 50%, and again, we need those headings at the top of the sheet. You can manually type them or copy them across as I just have done, and then enter in our promotional codes for 60% and 50% respectively. Okay, so I've just completed that, and I set up my 60% promotion codes and my 50% promotion codes, copied them into my Google Sheet, and ensured that my number increases from 1 to 100 in column A. And before we finish setting up our promotion codes, we want to set a maximum order quantity within our product listing to protect inventory and stop customers being able to order multiple units with this code. To do that, we're going to come back into Amazon Seller Central, go to Inventory, Manage Inventory, Click on Edit next to your product, and then on the Offer tab, if you scroll down, you'll see a field that says Max Order Quantity. As you can see, I currently have this set to 4 units. I advise starting at 2 units, which means during your launch, a customer can order a maximum of 2 units of this product within the same order. This protects your inventory, especially when offering high discount promotion codes, and stops people being able to order tens of units with that promotional code. Once your launch is over, you can come back in and increase this number. And let's say your product is a product that people may want to order multiple of. You may be more lenient with this and increase it up to maybe 3 or 4, but understand that people will try and order more units with the same 70% or 60% off promotion code. And this is protecting you and your inventory and your investment into your inventory. Okay, so I'm going to click Save and Finish, and that's it. In this lesson we've covered percentage off promotions are a powerful way to attract new customers and generate sales for our products during launch. We should distribute codes daily to our subscribers in ManyChat to achieve our target sales and increase rank for target keywords. Single-use coupons protect inventory and can only be used once. And we will use a Google Sheet to manage our promotion codes. In the next lesson, we will discover how to create Amazon URLs for keyword targeting. But for now, go ahead and set up your 50%, 60%, and 70% percentage off promotion codes ready to distribute, and then set up your Google Sheet ready to connect to ManyChat. I'll see you in the next lesson.